Hello and welcome. I'm Nida Yang in Beijing. You are watching Lifestyles on CNC World. The Kenyan government has unveiled measures to avert a looming food crisis, as about 1.5 million people in arid and semi-arid areas are facing starvation.
The affected households are expected to get food aid until March 2015 before a sustainable long-term solution is found. So far, the Treasury has allocated about $11,360 as emergency funding to tackle the biting food shortage in arid and semi-arid areas. The national government will take up the role of distribution of relief food to mitigate the starvation. An annual drought assessment was carried out in July to evaluate the impact of this year's long rains on food security. It has forecast impending food crises in certain places, including central parts of Turkana and western parts of Marsabit.
We have to work with donors to sink this bear hole as an emergency measure, take care of it and build gardens around it so that water doesn't get misused. The water is good for you and your livestock.
Meanwhile, Kenya has signed a $170 million irrigation deal with an Israeli firm, under which an Israeli fresh produce export company will rehabilitate 1 million acres of land under a grain food project.
The Israeli firm Green Arava will rehabilitate the land under the project that spans across 2 counties in southeastern Kenya.
And we've done it in Eastern Europe. We've done it in other places, and this is what we do. We're trying to minimize the factors that risk the agriculture product anyway, like drought, like pesticides.
The CEO also said the project will adapt technologies similar to those used in Israel to the agriculture industry in Kenya. Kenya hopes the project could help improve food security in the country and lower the prices of food commodities. The project will start within 30 days with the development of a 10,000-acre model farm to serve as a demonstration of the project opportunities and achievements. Phase 2 of the project will see the development of 100,000 acres. And the third phase of the venture will involve extending the project to 1 million acres. About 52% of the area is targeted for maize, with sugarcane taking up 20% and cattle and livestock rearing cover 15%. The rest of the acreage is reserved for dairy farming and horticulture. Kenya has contributed $40 million towards the assignment.
Meanwhile, Kenya's agricultural authority has assured there is enough food in the country and dismissed fears that many parts of the East African nation might experience a severe food shortage.
Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Felix Koske said the government has put in place measures to avert any food shortage that might be experienced after most parts of the country received minimal rains during the April to May long rainy season.
We have enough food in the country, and the counties concerned, the counties that are facing hunger as it is, have stocks of maize in their nearest depots.
He said despite the drought and hunger that some counties are experiencing, there is sufficient food within Kenya's borders. Earlier, a humanitarian agency blamed fewer rains and inter-clan and inter-tribe skirmishes that resulted in the displacement of people for food shortages. Kenya Red Cross has warned that an estimated 2.5 million Kenyans in 6 counties could experience severe hunger and water scarcity in the next 3 months. It has appealed for $8 million from donors to support a range of humanitarian interventions in the drought-affected counties. The relief agency will invest in school feeding programs, medical outreach, and rehabilitation of water points to benefit 632,500 people in need of urgent humanitarian assistance. The World Food Program has also increased the number of food aid beneficiaries from 800,000 to 1.3 million between April and August.